action.
Ooh, that husky looks fucked up.
Oh, Jesus. That sounds exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about Huskies, not comic books.
Husky. Oh, the Husky Show.
Yeah, it's the Husky Show.
Yeah.
Still called Between Two Panels, right?
But we're
Yeah.
talking about Huskies.
Oh no, we gotta change it to Between Two Kennels.
Between the kennels.
That's
Between
where
the
you get
kennels.
the Folomoffs from the food. Little kibbles. The bits. That's where they get the
The
bits.
beats, yeah, right.
So, as you are listening, this is Between the Panels. This is our podcast dedicated to graphic novels and comic books and sequential art, basically.
Who is you?
Sequential art.
Who is you?
Who's me? I'm Kris Kwan.
He wasn't sure.
Yeah, I had to take a little bit of a moment in my brain.
There's been a rewrite.
This is how you do it. Okay, I am Brennan, and that's who I am.
It's not Brennan. Brennan, go ahead and
That's
explain
a
who.
lie.
Oh, we have confused everybody.
You don't think they'd recognize
Shut
us by
up.
our voice yet? You don't think
hopefully.
our voices are that indistinguishable?
No, we all sound the same.
Yeah,
I know me and Brennan apparently sound the same.
Ah, that's
I
true.
never saw that.
We
Pretty
can-
much
we can
anytime
take it.
anytime someone would call, be like, Brennan? Nope, it's Alex. Oh, you guys sound the same on the phone. Bullshit, we sound the same on the phone. Because when I'm talking to Brennan, I'm like, am I talking to myself right now? No, I'm not. I'm talking to Brennan. Anyways, comic books is what we're talking about.
Yes.
I'm
And
Brad,
I'm
by
Brennan.
the way.
I'm Brennan.
And I'm Alex, not
And-
Brennan.
And we're all big fans. Maybe not Brad. He's getting there. He might get there.
Oh, I'm 2 seconds away from walking out on this podcast.
Oh.
I'm 2 seconds.
But we're all big fans of graphic novels and comic books, and this is where we talk things out about these pictures that tell stories.
There are words in them too, though.
So, let's just get this ball rolling.
I've had headphones on for the past 2
It
podcasts.
just makes you feel
So-
more official.
Now you're
Comics.
you're less official, but yes, getting back to comics. He's getting serious. He wants us to focus.
Comics are books with pictures, making them superior to other books.
Sounds like you're
That's
like
a
having a
great
conversation
definition.
with the microphone.
Can we call Webster and let them know that they need to
You need to
revise
update
their
your shit, bro.
Because
This motherfucker
this
right
definition
here.
that Brennan just
This
gave,
motherfucker right here.
that's fucking gold, right there.
Just comic, noun, the superior book.
As pictures. But yeah, so we're gonna start things off with going probably with Marvel. Their big event, Civil War II, is happening. Right, when Captain America Civil War.
So
comes
is this like after the events of the first Civil War? So like,
Oh, yeah.
all the heroes all like,
That's
we're
the
doing
thing that
this
I'm
again.
They're all buddies by this time. Everything's kind of smoothed over, and the only original person that's having a hissy fit from the original Civil War to Civil War II is Iron Man. He's not going against Captain America. Captain America's kind of stepping back and like, you guys handle that one.
I've got Nazi shit to deal with.
Yeah, I got
Do.
Nazi shit to deal with, and so it's dealing with the fallout between Captain Marvel and Captain.
Always gotta be a
It's gotta be a
fucking
captain. It's always gotta be a
Those
captain.
captains are always causing problems.
Dude, Civil War 3, Jack Sparrow shows up.
Whoa! Well, now they're part of the Disney.
Right? Fucking.
Part of
Oh,
Disney.
yes.
You got it. Every captain is gonna go against Iron Man.
I'm waiting for Deadpool to kill every captain from Pirates of the Caribbean.
That would be pretty
It's
funny.
gonna happen.
not because he's still Fox.
Oh.
Fox ain't touching Disney.
One day it'll happen.
But I mean, so what do you guys think of the story so far? So right now, as we all know, what happens is there's a confrontation between Iron Man and Captain Marvel over an Inhuman character named Ulysses. I think I butchered that. Ulysses. Who can
Ulysses.
do
American boy.
who can do a minority report and basically tell events and situations before they happen. Captain Marvel wants to use this Inhuman to be able to stop
Future crime.
future crime and future catastrophes
Which is
before they
un-American.
even
Is that
happen.
copy of that?
And
You can't say that, right?
Iron Man says we should not be affecting the future. We need to.
Wait for the now.
Yep.
People
And
can
go.
change.
And also the fallout so far. Spoilers if you haven't read Civil War 1 and 2, is that She-Hulk could possibly be dead,
Oh no.
and War Machine is officially dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, I remember.
He's not just a cripple.
That means Don Cheadle is dead.
Oh no. I don't really mind that much.
He should have died in Civil War, I think.
In the
but-
movie?
Yeah, he should have. He should have died.
That would have been
But,
probably more impactful. But
Yeah, would have way
Contracts.
more impactful.
Yeah.
Way more
He's
impactful.
got a 5-movie deal. You got to get through those.
yeah, he's got to smoke through those, man.
Oh, damn, he's a 5-movie deal.
I have no idea.
Blew
So,
my mind.
It's just out of spite because the actor he was replacing pissed him off.
what I want to know is, you guys have all read Civil War 1. Do you feel that this is too much of a rehash? Do you think this is even an original take? Or do you think...
I think there's obviously different things going on. It's a like first Civil War was on morals. Like it was more like
what was
it's
right
like,
and
yeah,
wrong?
like no, being a hero is like this. No, being a hero is like this. This one's more like
Don't you think it's got ethics still got to do with
it's still got
ethics?
ethics, but I think it's not as personal of an ethic. It's more of like
It doesn't hit home.
It doesn't. It's not just for superheroes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this, humans can be affected by this. Like normal people can be affected by this. Everyone can be included in this kind of debate. Whereas before it was kind of like superheroes deciding what the fate of superheroes are. That seems fine.
Sure.
To me. This one
Makes
it's
sense.
like, well, because Inhuman can decide future crime. Anybody can commit a crime, so everybody's involved. You know what I mean?
Here's my question. This power that this guy has,
Mhm.
is it for sure if nobody intervenes that this is going to happen?
That's the mystery right now, because even him, he doesn't know.
Okay.
He's not really future.
If
He's not really telling the future. It's more like statistical probability, and he sees the most highest likely probability.
And see, the thing about that always confused me about stuff like that of premonition stuff, where like this is destined to happen. It's like it just people trying to stop that from happening complete the destiny of that.
Exactly. Does them
So,
trying
you
to
know,
stop
like-
it is the reason why it happens.
Yeah,
Right.
Classic time
which
travel.
kind of must be where Tony Stark is kind of thinking like, it must be right? Like where he's like kind of like we need to wait to see what happens before we make
because-
action.
Well, because he's basically what he's doing is an extreme overreaction from what he did in Civil War 1. He's trying to say is, look, I made a mistake by trying to overreact because of what happened in Civil War 1. Look where it got us. This is us overreacting again, and we're going to do the same thing. So don't do that. But he's being overreacting to not overreacting. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to like, no, you can't.
We can
do
create a perfect world.
You know, he's being hard-headed, but in the opposite. He'd be more like the Captain America this time than what he was in Civil War 1. You know, Captain Marvel's more of the Iron Man from Civil War 1 now. This time, like taking the initiative. You know,
Order needs to always
Yeah.
be. This is the best way of order.
Is
exactly.
Captain Marvel a girl now?
Yes.
It's always been a girl.
No.
Doesn't it?
No.
Wasn't that
The
Captain
original
Marvel?
Captain Marvel. Well, yeah, he was original
Was it
Captain Marvel. He was a dude, and then he died of cancer, and then the
It's
name
always cancer.
drifted off to nobody.
That's because it's the saddest thing you think happening to a superhero.
Yeah,
You're like, well,
who
how
do you
does
think a
superhero
superhero
die?
get cancer?
Like Deadpool has cancer. Spider-Man gave Mary Jane cancer with his jizz.
Spider. Kills the chicks.
Venom had cancer.
Yeah.
Like Eddie Brock.
Because of my just.
So, you know, I was just that's the thing is that I've been wondering about just Marvel in general. Is just like, you know, how original and how impactful will this really be? Because Civil War 1 was supposed to be such a huge impact. You know, I mean, it did impact for at least 5 to 7 years afterwards. I mean, it directly led to Captain America's death, which then told a plethora of stories of dealing with how, you know, with no real Captain America, and then Bucky took over, and then they finally got Captain America back to what he is now, and then we'll talk about where he is now. I don't want to.
Now he's a goddamn dirty Nazi.
So-
agent.
No, I just not
But-
Nazis.
They're Nazis.
You know, I just feel like with Marvel, and I love Marvel. I'm a Marvel guy, but it's so close to straddling the line that it looks like it's just cashing in on movie. You know, hey,
That's what I thought.
you know,
That is what I thought. When I saw Civil War 2, I was like, well, it's kind of weird that all of a sudden Civil War movie's coming out,
And it's
there's
Civil
a
War
whole
2.
new storyline for Civil War.
yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not. And let's be honest.
Good
like,
marketing. I mean, they're jumping on it.
Exactly. And that's what I was gonna say.
Because
Let's,
this is definitely the biggest it's ever been.
let's be honest. There's got to be a little bit of percentage that it is for to cash in on Civil War, Captain America, Civil War.
It could have been that they were making this a long time ago, wanted to release it. Marvel was like, we're making the movie.
We're making
Just
the
wait.
movie.
You'll make
Yep.
more money if you just wait.
That's fine.
We'll make double the profit if we just wait.
And that's the thing with Marvel is that they creatively plan out their stories almost like 2 to 3 years in advance. So
That's
it makes
why
sense.
also maybe it's not
Yeah.
at all any coincidence.
So all of it makes sense. It's just sometimes I always wonder how much of it is this is born out of pure creativity, or as hey guys,
So,
we're
we
making a
passion-
Civil War movie. We should probably do a Civil War comic. You know,
Just to re-up, people
Yeah.
people are expecting it.
You know, for those who are only into the comics and not the movies.
and sure, you know, it so far, you know, we're only 2 to 3 issues into Civil War 2, and it's good. I don't see anything bad, but I always prefer the stories be coming from an organic place, so that when they all come together, because that's how Marvel works, is that they all gather to a Marvel summit, and then they start pitching everybody story ideas, and then they're like, oh, I like that idea, and then they all agree upon, like, okay, that's the story we're going to be doing for summer, and that's how they dole out the stories. I would prefer it come that way, as opposed to when they all come together and the editors say, so Disney just contacted us, they're going to do Captain America Civil War, it's going to come out in May, we should probably plan for some sort of Civil War type story to come out that time. It still could be a good story, but I'd rather it come from the writer than opposed to an editor saying, hey, we need this story.
Yeah.
Some guy in the back's like, well, I just watched this movie called Minority Report. I think we should run with that.
What if we could predict future crimes?
And that's good.
Question mark out of a dollar sign?
So, like, yeah. So that's how I mean, I'm just really interested to see where this will go, and like, why I'm interested is what are the ramifications going to be for this Civil War as opposed to the ramifications that happened for Civil War 1.
You gotta think, like, are they really gonna, like, after what happened in the first Civil War comics, like, can anyone really let it escalate to that level
Right?
again?
You'd think
like,
that they go
think they
through
would
it.
learn. You'd
Right?
think they would learn.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
especially, like, if people are involved, like, is Reed Richards, I haven't read it, so is Reed Richards and, like, all of them still involved?
no,
Like,
they're missing currently
they're missing,
right now.
okay,
They are
so,
missing. Fantastic Four
like-
are missing in the Marvel Universe.
What?
like, you know, he was the reason for that cybernetic Thor that came and fucked
Yeah.
shit up and ruined a lot of people. Like, you know, killed Goliath, and it was like,
Oh, yeah.
fuck.
That was a mea culpa.
That was the big moment. And you think, like, why would they let that happen?
Do you think
Why
that
would
was
they
the
let
biggest moment
something-
from Civil War 1, or do you think it was when Iron Spider-Man turned sides from being with
I would say
Those are
Goliath.
Two separate moments. I would say that those are like the two.
But what was the biggest one for
I
you?
say
Goliath.
Goliath killing because
Because
that
Goliath
makes
is
both
what
sides
made-
go like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
And also made Spider-Man do the same thing. Like, if Goliath didn't die, Spider-Man probably
But
would stay
because
alive.
I don't know, I was like
Whatever.
that fight between Iron Spider-Man and Iron Man. That was a pretty like.
it's pretty great because he's like, you know what? I'm out of hits the wall. He couldn't get out because it's bulletproof glass. Because Tony Stark thinks of everything.
You know, but I mean that was a pretty
Like, shoot!
that was a pretty momentous like fight, you know, or even the finale of Iron Man and Captain America. That was
I
pretty
think
epic.
throughout all of Civil War, there's always moments like Goliath dying, big moment. Iron Spider fighting Iron Man, big moment. Punisher
Going in,
killing the two villains in front of Captain America and then not fighting Captain America because he respects him so fucking much. Big moment. You know, like, and then him becoming Captain America later on in life. You know, so it's weird. But, yeah, Punisher was Captain America for a bit.
What?
And in the Secret Wars that he had me read of Civil War,
Right.
the Punishers are a offshoot of Captain America's side of the country,
yeah.
where like, the Punisher dresses like in red, white, and blue still. Like he's in the Punisher symbol, but red, white, and blue suit. It's really cool. The Punishers, I think, is like a really cool team idea. I don't know why.
The Punishers.
Superheroes who don't give a fuck about morals really are just trying to stop the bad here to kill
And
what's
the
bad.
Punishers were the remaining members of the team of superheroes that fucked up in the beginning of Civil War.
Only
right?
one of them, Speedball. Or,
Yeah,
Speedball,
New Warriors.
New Warriors.
New
there
Warriors.
it is.
I think he was the only one they showed. I didn't see anybody
And
else.
see,
yeah.
and that's where the
But
difference
He
for
was-
Civil War
that was
2
him.
for me is that they've already got a big moment kill within the first 2 issues. I mean, War Machine is dead now, you know, and
He was in love with Captain Marvel, right?
I don't know.
I think they had a relationship.
Yeah, you're right. And then of course now She-Hulk is like comatose, like she's on the verge of dying.
See,
Yeah.
like, how can they let this kind of shit happen?
Yeah.
How can Tony Stark let that kind of shit happen? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, he's not the one. That's what starts the war is because he told them not to. You know, War Machine and She-Hulk went with Captain Marvel. This big event happened, still happened. Whether they tried to stop it or not, it happened. and now 2 of his friends are dead.
I see. Did them trying to stop it just have that destiny happen?
Right?
People are dumb. You have a premonition. You gotta let it play
Human
out.
nature, man. Human nature. So
Can't stop.
that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty excited to see where Civil War II is gonna go. It started off pretty well, and now we're just kind of seeing. But I do have, like I said, trepidation on how big are these ramifications gonna be since there's already been a Civil War One. How like each one kind of has dwindling returns, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But that's neat. We'll find out about later. Moving on to something connected to that is Captain America and the big red elephant in the room, which is he's a Nazi. Well,
Hey, hang on. I want to say it right now. Hydra isn't technically Nazis.
No,
Hydra used the Nazi regime to further their plans.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
yeah.
It's just funner to compare America
they're not
to
Nazi.
Nazi.
So
For Hydra.
we're all alluding to the new Steve
Hail Hydra.
Rogers Captain America #1. That's not new. It's been out for a month now. That was revealed that he has been a Hydra agent since day one. But
Hold on.
issue 2 came out last week.
What did it?
With revealed why he's been a Hydra agent.
Is it because of his parents? Or
No.
something happened to his mom?
Reality altering powered, which is what happened. You know the cosmic cube from the movies?
Yes. The Tesseract.
Yes. In the comic books, it has taken human form,
Oh.
and it has become sentient.
It is Steve Rogers.
No, it is. It takes the form of a 6-year-old girl, and it has been in the
Not okay.
Oh, that's not right.
Not okay. Cut it from the podcast.
And under the influence of the Red Skull. So what is going on is that the Red Skull has put an impression on this young Cosmic Cube Tesseract girl, and has told her, and she believes him, that Hydra is the perfection of humanity. If everyone joined Hydra, humanity would be in total harmony. And so, because of this, he manipulated her and put the seed in her of this thought. He knew, because what happens is that this Cosmic Cube girl is the reason why, because prior to this, Captain America had lost his super soldier powers. He had withered into an old man. He was battling someone and was on the verge of death. And the Cosmic Cube girl saw this happening, changed it, and wanted to save him and make him as perfect as he can be. With her idea of what perfection is being Hydra. And so she gave him back everything, but making him perfect, which then turned him into a Hydra agent. And that is why our beloved Captain America is now a Hydra agent, which sooner or later, within the span of a year, maybe shorter, he will revert back. They're
gonna have to.
Yeah, it's going to.
They're gonna have to.
It's the story of him, fighting through that. Either A, the Cosmic Cube girl will find out that Hydra is a lie and evil, and she will revert him back, or
Captain
he will
America's
fight through.
gonna do some
There's
evil
so much
shit,
America in
and he's gonna
Captain
be like,
America.
dude,
Rip the
Slaughtering
fucking
if-
throat.
slaughtering
this family feels wrong.
So-
Honestly, I do not think that anybody, because, like, from what I've read on Red Skull and like all the comments I've seen him in, he is the master manipulator.
Yeah,
Like, he's
awesome.
is the
He's
master manipulator.
awesome at chess.
Yeah, like he knows the moves. He knows the moves that you're gonna make. He just does. And so like, if he was able to grab a hold of this girl at a young age and imprint on her anything he wanted, pretty much, that's gonna be on her. I don't think anyone's gonna take that away. But like, good luck.
Have you heard what the outcry that has happened towards the writer for this? Like before this issue came out, he got death
Oh,
threats.
Oh yeah.
People are so fucking
It got
quick.
so bad.
They're so fucking quick
It got
to do
so
that.
bad that the guy who created Winter Soldier, the prior writer to this guy, who's not even writing Captain America anymore, got death threats, saying you ruined my childhood, and he was like, "I'm not writing Captain America anymore."
I took a look at it. I was like, cool, man.
And
He's probably got a plan.
Yeah.
but that saying, how dare you are being anti-Semitic, to the right, because the creator of Captain America is Joe Kirby, who's a Jewish guy.
Yeah, but see, that's where people
And they're like, so stupid.
Hydra isn't fucking Nazis. Like, if he was like, Hail Hitler, didn't have a problem
Well,
with it.
not only that, but if you're just a logical, just think logically. Do you think Marvel or think about Disney would ever allow Captain America to stay
Evil.
that way.
I will say
Yeah.
the cool cosplays I've seen of like Captain Hydra, with, like the all black,
The
with
Hydra symbol
the
right
Hydra
in the
symbol
middle.
on the shield.
It's cool.
It's cool. It does look cool.
But I mean,
More badass.
if you think that that's real, like that's gonna that's Captain America from here on out, you obviously have never read comics because
There's always like
that's
Remember,
the nature of
this
comics.
this character who's been a Hydra agent this entire time has also been dead too. He's
Yeah,
like died
right,
and come
he's
back.
died.
Like they do this shit all the time. They'll
Yeah, I mean they got
if they want to, they can
I
just kill
think that a
Captain
lot of
America
people
off
just
for
had
20
a
years.
problem
and
with
just,
it because I understood why people didn't like that.
Well, yeah, it's a pretty shocking move.
It's pretty shocking, and like a lot of people, crazy people, I will say, are like, look at Captain America and like he's an American symbol, and you switch him to something like that.
You mean all the Trumpers?
Yeah, all the Trumpers who read comics, which is hard to believe that there's a
correlation there.
they can read
Nice.
really, what was I saying? Trumpers?
Trumpers?
They're stupid.
Yeah.
And I understand why they got mad because American way. You don't change my America.
You give
Not
me
my
my
Captain America.
You give me my beer. You give me
That
my
ain't
gun.
my Captain America. My Captain America kicked that Captain America's ass.
Yeah.
Trump 2016.
Make America Trump again.
Trump 2020.
It's crazy.
Four
though.
more
You
years.
pretty much just do anything out of the whack, you'll get death threats. for it.
Yeah, I
Like,
just think it's
Yeah, I-
ridiculous.
remember,
the age of
remember
the internet.
the publisher of like the article that said No Man's Sky is going to get
Yeah,
delayed.
he got death
got
threats.
Oh
fucking
yeah,
death
he got a
threats.
death threat. Even the guy who
And
created
there are
No Man's
people
Sky.
there are people who believe that No Man's Sky was just delayed because that guy brought out that article
That's stupid.
saying it was, and he's the reason No Man's Sky got delayed.
People are retarded.
Yeah,
It got
like,
delayed because it wasn't done. They didn't finish something on it.
So,
because they're
but
trying to do an
you?
impossible
I
thing.
mean, does that interest you? What they're doing with Captain America? Does that make you
Um,
want to read it?
No.
No?
Honestly, no.
Why is that?
Because of Captain America.
You just don't like Captain America?
I like Captain America in the
No,
movies, and I like
don't.
Captain America when he's leading a team of Avengers. Like when he's.
But you don't
'cause
like
he
him
is.
solo.
He's the leader. He's like.
Yeah.
He's the guy you want to beat. But
He's a star
him by
quarterback.
himself, it's not.
Imagine a
It's
Seahawks
like Tom
game.
Brady without
yeah,
the Patriots.
Yeah, like I just don't really. I don't want to watch
I was gonna
someone.
say, match the
I
Seahawks
don't
game
like
with just Russell
Oh,
Wilson.
shut the fuck up.
anything overly
Captain America's my
patriotic
Russell Wilson.
or like.
Oh, you're gross.
Yeah, I don't like Captain America that much.
Like I can't relate to Captain America as far because like honestly like I don't think America's the number one.
It's not.
I
It's
don't
not.
think he's that way
We've all seen
anymore.
that thing from was that show? You seen that clip from that show with that dude? Anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's a really good point on why America sucks. But I just don't like Captain America, and that was for me was a reason to be like, okay, I really don't need to read it.
Brandon, what about you?
That's silly.
I just don't like him because I think he's like compared to the other heroes around him, he's the most boring. It's like that man is he's worth $1 million and created this iron suit of armor. That guy mutates whenever he gets angry. That guy created his own web shooters, and he also has all these other agility power things. And then there's that dude who loves America and is just generally super.
But that's not it.
But
There's so much
he's
more
also
to that.
People
Yeah,
give him
he's
credit for
A
is his
stubborn asshole
he's
who
like
can't see other people's points.
iron.
He is
his
America,
iron will, like,
and
that's
America
what
is
they call it.
awful.
No, I see, but I see.
The iron will of
Yeah,
Iron Man.
exactly. And then
like not
that's-
just with American things though. Like even like if someone's like, "Hey, stab that child," like if someone could have like mind control powers, like you need to kill that kid, and he would be like, "No, he could fight that shit." That's what's kind
See,
of.
but there's
impressive
already a
about
hero out there, not even in the same universe, that does that, but cooler. It's Batman. I
But this is
choose
not
to
the
like
same universe.
Batman.
But
Like,
this
if we're
is
just
what
thinking
I'm
about
trying-
Marvel, let's
the
focus on
reason
Marvel.
why, and this is it's almost the same thing as like going to Superman, and that's later. But Captain America comes from, he's one of us, man. He's from the Bronx. He was the smallest, shrimpiest, sickliest kid, and he had that will before he had the super soldier serum. He would have gotten on a grenade and taken the hit for his team or his subordinates, if whether or not he was Captain America or he was Captain.
See, now I just can't relate to that because I'm a rat coward.
You know, he would have. Remember, and this is from the comics to the movies.
You're more of a striker.
He was getting his ass kicked by bigger dudes, and he'd say, I can do this all day." He said that when he was a shrimp, and he said it when he's the perfect human being. You know, that guy he believes in what he does, and he doesn't give up. That's America to a T. Whether we're right or wrong,
We're gonna do it.
we're gonna do it, and we're not gonna give up. and even if we do find a way that find out that we are wrong, we pick ourselves up and we keep going. That's fucking awesome, man. Like that's why
It's just like boring to me. Like you put that in a universe with people with actual superpowers and shit, they're cooler.
But that's the same thing why you like Batman.
It's like,
Batman can take down almost anybody. And does he have any superpowers?
yeah, and he doesn't dress like a dick during.
He does dress like a dick.
he
He's
does
dressed
like
like a
a
fucking
dick.
bat.
That's better than look at me, I'm the American
I don't
flag.
think so. I think it's equal. It's equally as dumb.
I like Captain America just because.
Because at least you're representing bats. You're like Captain America's representing
What?
America.
Get
Like,
outta
there are
here.
How
people.
is representing
there are people-
bats better than representing America?
Because you're representing a country where like half the country may not even believe in you. Like you're representing ideals. that
you're
other people,
representing
like,
an
fucking
animal
hate.
that doesn't know you exist.
Yeah.
The bats are like, yeah, Bruce.
Like, no.
Well, first of all, let's all come on. If Captain America was here, we'd all be supporting Captain America. That motherfucker's cool.
Obviously, that guy can kick my ass. I'm not gonna
But
lie.
he's cool.
No, but like, if he was like
as
a,
soon
if
as
he
he
was an
leaves,
actual
I'm gonna talk
soldier
shit about him.
in our
I'm gonna be like,
military.
We'd be all up
Yeah,
on
we'd
that.
be behind that guy 100%.
Yeah.
We'd be like, oh, fuck us. Any country can fuck with us.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
This guy, fire a nuke. Boing.
Oh,
Right
hanging
back
out
at
with
you.
him would be a little bit tough though.
What's up?
Hanging out with him,
Yeah.
because every 5 minutes, like, okay, so
Oh, no,
The Simpsons was a show.
I would never hang out with him.
Well, no, because he has his notebook. Remember, he's writing down
Oh, yeah?
everything. He's like, "Oh, gotta watch Simpsons.
Man,
gotta watch
he's gonna
Super
love
Star
it when he
Wars."
finds out what the internet is.
Yeah. So,
Or he's not. Or he's really not gonna love it. He's really.
anyways,
Like, I think I.
I don't know. Watch
That's
it.
fine.
I've
Will is
always
gone.
saw every other character like in the Avengers more cooler than.
Oh, that
Captain
makes
America.
sense.
this like the Captain America I really like is the one from Uncanny Avengers with like where
with Havoc and
with Havoc and
Scarlet
Scarlet
Witch.
Witch. Like that storyline is really cool because it's like it shows two different.
But he's
Captain
not even a
Americas.
lead. He's
No, he's
that's
literally.
what's
But
awesome.
that's the thing. He's like he is though. Like he's not the lead. He's like Havoc, you lead this team. But Havoc makes a decision, and Captain America's like, fuck that. No, we're not making that goddamn decision. No, not at all. I'm Captain America. No, he's like, I'm the leader. Nope, that's wrong. You don't know what you're doing. Get out of here, Havoc. And it turned out he should have gone with that in the long run because no one trusts Captain America. The mutants don't trust Captain America, which was the whole point of that team.
Yeah, it's
Was to have
to
the
foster
mutants,
trust.
and after the whole X-Men versus Avengers
Yep.
thing, they needed trust again.
So there we go. Divisive as always. Marvel does it great. You know, they're always making us talk about them. So keep up the good work, Marvel. Moving on to the good old WB DC Comics and the new
Batman's the only one I like from this
and
universe.
Rebirth.
I like Flash, man. Flash and Batman.
can't
I only
follow
like
I
Flash.
don't get it.
in the TV show.
I like the Flash because for me, he's taken his power, which is pretty simple, of super speed, and he's able to find so many other ways
Useful
of
ways,
using that.
yeah.
Like in the cartoon, the Flashpoint one, they show him he's able to move his hands so fast he can create an energy around this one spot that he can throw as a projectile. That's awesome. You know what I mean? Like this is the application he has for speed
Is almost
endless.
endless. Yep.
And I think that's really cool.
So
Because his power, when you look at other ones, is like kind of not as great on the scale of power.
and this is what that's great.
Look at
lead
Green
in.
Lantern.
That's
Imagination. Fuck.
That's a great lead into what's going on with DC with the Flash, because he's the Flash character and legacy is the focal point to Rebirth. Is that now slowly there's going to be a merging of select pre-52 histories into this the new 52, creating a new universe. So reboot number 1000 and whatever with DC.
7.
I don't think that's the
but-
thing, though.
But the twist now, spoilers, so cover your ears if you haven't been following or reading Rebirth with DC, is that it looks like the Watchmen have been involved in making the new 52 for DC.
That's
What do you
weird.
guys think?
I don't get that. So explain that to me. Like, how...
So how they're trying to... First of all,
See the Watchmen.
so first of all, how many of you have read or watched Watchmen?
I've seen the movie.
Okay.
I've seen the
so
whole 3-hour director's
so
cut version of the movie.
you will probably know. So do you remember the scene in which, at the close to the very end, what's her name? Spectre, the girl, goes to Mars with Dr. Manhattan to convince him to intervene. Because remember, at that point, he had given
He's
up
like,
on
"I can do
humanity.
anything
I
I
don't
want."
care about humanity. You guys all suck. You guys are beneath me.
I'm making clocks.
Yeah. I'm making clocks in Mars. So she brings back his humanity, though, and then helps intervene, right?
Mhm.
But at the very end, after he intervenes and he sees what Ozymandias was trying to do, and he sees that it's in the end that this move, this long con, is going to help humanity in the long run. he goes along with it, right? Because Ozymandias kind of frames him as the reason as why all this catastrophe happens. And then he can see all the probabilities. He's God, basically. So he sees that this will help humanity. He says, okay. But then Rorschach, I can't even... Rorschach. Apologize.
No, the world needs to know.
The truth, justice, it has to happen. We need to let the people know. And he kills, Dr. Manhattan kills him for that. And at the very end of that, he says, humanity is a very, intriguing thing. I think I'll create some. And then he disappears. And this is his way of creating some life.
That seems like a little bit of like, oh, hey, what if we use this Watchmen line to justify?
And
I don't know. That's cool, but
it's cool. But
it's a cool way to bring the Watchmen because I think the Watchmen are kind of underrated.
They are. I mean,
if they were in DC, I feel like.
I don't know who
that's
they
the
are.
holy grail of. That's when comic books were taken serious. That and Dark Knight Returns were the comic books that were like, oh my god, this is like adult content, but I don't know. Again, I'm very unsure. It's very. I have trepidation when it comes to Rebirth in DC. DC's very hit and miss with me.
What in the comics give it away? Because obviously it's not that one-liner in the movie.
No, they don't use that one-liner, but basically they use the Watchman symbol, which is the smiley face button. That is to allude that someone within Watchmen is because
that's crazy.
It has been manipulating all of them because the Flash finds it.
Okay.
So
I think what Brennan's asking is there an equivalent to his line from the movie in the Watchmen comics at all?
That's exactly what I was looking for. Like, what in the comics tell
right?
you... No, I was more asking, what in the comics tell you that it's the Watchmen behind this?
No, yeah.
I guess Flash finding the symbol.
It's basically as if someone was using the bat signal to say, hey, Batman's involved in this story. It's basically that smiley face pin is their calling card. That's... When you see that with the little blood smear, that is Watchmen, So we know, everyone knows that somehow, one way or another, the Watchmen are involved in whatever happened. Now, how or who has been yet to be discovered.
Now, is the story of this new universe that's created the story of how this universe was created? And the heroes are trying to figure out, how do we get here now?
Well, basically what's happening is
why does it seem like the writers keep fucking up and rebooting us?
The Flash is the one that's saying that, basically.
Okay.
And who he's interacted with so far, he's been able to somehow get all of their memories back.
He didn't talk to Batman? He didn't talk to Batman, did he?
No, he tried to talk to Batman and it didn't work.
Right. Okay.
So he went to Barry. And then it's now slowly everyone's coming around.
Bruce. Too early.
And like I said, I have petty arguments against it. I'm not happy with Superman. Now you've alienated
the cool Superman.
You alienated the one where everyone, he was kind of supposed to be able to reach anybody, young, old, because he's right in the middle. Now you're bringing back the old Superman, who's kind of been your father's Superman.
Truth, justice.
Drink your milk and go to bed at 7 p.m. Kids. Do the right thing. Shut up.
7.
It's way past.
You're so mad.
Superman's gonna beat the shit out of your ass.
So now you've alienated all the people that you got to read Superman from New 52. And so I just don't understand how DC, in my opinion, mishandles their biggest iconic character.
Yeah.
Like I said, it goes back to why are you making Superman go against bank robbers and masterminds that are trying to make land on Earth, when he should be going against cosmic gods and larger than life situations and science fiction ideas that could push comic book stories forward, ideas like Grant Morrison. I mean, I don't know if all you guys are, but that guy makes sci-fi ideas that you're oh my god, that's light years ahead of anything we would have thought about, thinking like that, and that's what Superman needs, something that pushes stories forward that make you want to think about science fiction and larger than life explosions and saving universes, not just saving cities or planets, but saving universes or galaxies. That's what He's God basically, man. That guy's got so many powers.
But does he deserve the powers of God?
Oh, let's not even get with the Marvel or DC cinematic universe. That's ridiculous.
See, that's
but you know,
same way I feel about Thor. Thor should not be involved in any way with other shit.
But see, at least this is. I'll go with you.
Scarlet Witch
I'll go back on that. But at least one thing that Marvel does. Think about this. Look at Civil War. Was Thor there? No.
He was only. That was a better movie.
He's only He's only involved with things that are out like global,
like that affect all of humanity.
Yeah, he's never there when it just affects a small. He wasn't there for Ant-Man. He wasn't there for a pity, fight between sibling rivals, Iron Man and Captain America. Mm-hmm. He's there when it counts, like when
a wormhole opens and worms come out.
Yeah, space worms come out of Manhattan that could destroy the world. He's there, and in his own movies, he's dealing with things that, affect all the universes. Asgard, Midgard, Asgard.
Yeah.
Could be benefit for Guardians of the Galaxy.
I really did not like Thor.
That's the type of matchup that I would want, like fucking Thor and Guardians.
Yeah, I really did not like Thor in like the first Avengers movie or the first Thor movie. I thought Thor was to me like they just took like somebody's stories and then said, "Oh, it's part of Marvel." Like all of Norse mythology, that's part of Marvel. Like that's what it's felt to me. But then when I started reading the comic books and like Thor in the comic books is awesome. Like the character of Thor in the comic books is like so different than everybody else. Like even how he talks, because in the comic books when Thor talks, his letters are all
old
Englishy weird. It's like he talks different, and like what he does, and like his growth. He even grows as a character because like in the Avengers versus X-Men, I think is that one? No, Uncanny X-Men. Sorry, Uncanny X-Men. The Apocalypse twins show up. Oh. And the whole reason they show up is because a long ass time ago, Thor
the weapon that he was
blessed an axe that he had to be able to kill Celestials and be able to kill anything pretty much.
But it was when he was young and reckless.
He really wanted to have revenge on
the God Killer.
Yeah, somebody. But then Kang the Conqueror came and took the axe and trained these two. It was a whole thing. But Thor in the comic books is so much better than Thor in the movies.
I have yet to.
He's not all powerful.
Stuff I've read so far.
The only thing I've read him in so far was like the beginning of one of the Deadpool issues. There's like a giant monster attacking a city, and then you see like Deadpool's katana come out of its stomach and like slice it open. The monster just collapses, and out comes like Deadpool and Thor. And Thor's just like, "You're not gonna fucking speak about this again." And he's like, "What? We made a good team though, right?" And he's like, "We're not a fucking team." And he just fucking leaves.
There's other good moments with Thor, like in the Secret Wars one that you showed me, I believe. Like, Tony is having a dinner date with somebody. Oh no, this is in World War Hulk. This is in World War Hulk. He's having a dinner date with this chick, and they're talking, and he's like, Thor might even stop by. And she's like, "Oh, I wouldn't be impressed by that at all." And like in the back, like she's turned away from him. In the background, you see Thor show up, and Tony's like, and Thor's like, "Oh." And like takes off, like, "Are you kidding me?" But and that's the Jane Foster Thor because of weird stuff.
But back to
this is a great tangent.
Back to DC.
Let's move back to DC. No,
I actually got a topic.
Oh, all right.
Me.
Oh.
Have you guys seen any? I think they released the first clip of The Killing Joke.
Oh no!
The animated movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it looks pretty
looking good.
Is that like out?
No, not yet.
Killing Joke is one of the few things I've actually read in the past.
I didn't read it, but I just saw.
It's in the same vein as like Dark Knight Returns, where it's a standalone story that's not part of actually like DC proper universe, but it's a definitive story between Batman and Joker, and it kind of tells an origin for the Joker, but it's not like the origin for Joker. No.
It's one of the cooler ones.
Yeah, it is a great story. Speaking of that,
it's R-rated, and I'm like, I want to see that.
Out of the Rebirth, the big reveal for Batman's Rebirth was that about the Joker, because when
cat mess about to happen.
No.
Maybe. No, he's good. We're good.
Nope.
Nope.
She's doing it right there.
Still going.
Nope.
At least it's not on the carpet.
Yeah.
For all you audio listeners,
Cat is having a...
and that's the only kind of listener you are, Chris's cat is vomiting.
Having a hell of a time.
Oh, don't worry. She's in the bathroom now.
Poor
Now
kitty.
she can vomit in the toilet.
That was a great noise.
I hope that picked up on mic.
It probably didn't. It's not that great.
But
Oh, she got something.
oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh, gross. This is awesome podcast.
So anyway,
Anyways,
Finish
about
the
the Joker.
podcast with cat vomit. I promise.
is the big reveal for Batman is that there's 3 Jokers, not 1 Joker.
That's not good.
oh, it's
And that's the mystery, and that's also kind of explains a lot of things where, you know, one thing would happen to one Joker, and then all of a sudden he turns into something else. You know,
Is it
He's
like
back.
3 of
And you're like, what?
the same looking Jokers?
3 different Jokers.
But like, are the same looking, or is it like?
No, 3 completely different. That's why there's one with no face, and then there's one that
Yeah.
looks young, and
The
then
one with no face is a big deal in Suicide Squad, like 2011. Like,
so
there's like a huge storyline with him. And Deadshot he gets super psychologically fucked up by Harley Quinn, who is awful.
well, that's just
It's really cool.
so that's the big reveal from DC Rebirth for Batman side was that there's 3 Jokers, not 1 Joker.
Is one of them a woman?
No, they're both all dudes.
They're both all 3 of them dudes.
yeah. Joker is pretty good at the psychological shit. Specifically in The Killing Joke, his soliloquy to Commissioner Gordon while he's going through the tunnel of love about just how becoming mad is easier. And that's his whole plan, and the entire thing is he's gonna try and make Commissioner Gordon go out of his fucking mind, who's this symbol in Gotham.
The symbol of good.
Yeah.
That's actually
But
pretty
yeah,
cool.
that fucking
Where'd you see that clip?
I'm gonna guess Reddit.
I will say,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
think
alright.
I'm a fan. Like, I like Batman. I really do like Batman. I like how dark and brooding Batman is. But I don't think I'm a fan of when they take Batman and make him even darker. Like, when they take like the things in Batman and make it even darker. Because I think it's already pretty dark. And when you do that, it just becomes this whole like.
I think Arkham, like the Arkham Batman, is one of the best renditions of Batman out there.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
And like the style of
Yeah.
his world
That's
and
good.
everything.
But like,
Yeah, it's like everything else is dark, but he's
I'm really
still
happy that,
morally
like,
fine.
The Killing
Yeah.
Joke and was that other
Dark Knight Returns.
Dark Knight Returns. Like, I'm happy that those are all not real.
Like not canon.
Not canon, yeah, because he would not make sense in like teams like the Justice League.
No, yeah.
He was like so fucked. Like,
Yeah, isn't that like
dark
the
and
opening
fucked.
to Dark Knight Returns? He's fucking speeding down the road in a car, and he's like, "This would be a good death,
Yeah,
but this is not my death."
Yeah,
and then
that's-
he's Batmaning
it's
again.
that's that Frank Miller,
Mhm.
you know, inner monologue. If you've seen Sin City, like that's all the same stuff, you know. So that's pretty much what's going on with Marvel and DC. Is there any other comics you guys are reading?
Cyanide happiness. One guy's like, "Oh look, a hat," and the other guy's like, "Oh look, a gun," and then the guy with the gun walks away with a hat too.
You can't. I know who won that one.
the hat guy. You know. But
Punched him and took the
punched
gun.
him and took the gun. Yeah.
I'm reading Archie,
Alright, Archie.
the reboot of Archie,
Okay.
modernized, and I think it's freaking fantastic.
What is Archie?
Archie comics is like that old 40s and 50s comic where it's about this redheaded, this ginger
Yeah,
kid.
this ginger kid,
with
and
Betty
he
and
obviously
Veronica.
has sex
Oh, yeah,
with the two
he's trying
girls.
to have,
Yeah,
he,
you know.
couldn't, he can't decide, right?
Yeah, he never decides.
Yeah.
And this is like
what
a
fucking problem.
this is like a modern reinterpretation of it, but it's like it's not like happy-go-lucky. It's actually just like a drama, you
Real
know.
life.
Like it
You should
starts.
do that
off-
with the Peanuts. Make them teenagers.
Oh yeah, a bald-headed Charlie Brown. Like, oh my God, I'm
Oh
bald.
god, I don't want Charlie Brown to be a teenager. That's
Yeah,
like the most.
I think he'd kill himself.
Yeah.
He would. Oh, he'd kill himself so fast.
His last words will be, "I didn't ask to be born."
You know, the final straw would be when Lucy pulls the football from him. He gets laughed at, and then he slits his wrist.
Everybody goes to get cocaine and like, I got great stuff. I got great. And he's like, I got crack rock.
Okay, I think we went a little too far.
I know, I like that.
Scaling back, Archie, you know, it kind of starts out with a bang. You know, he's originally already started out with being with Betty.
Oh.
That's the blonde one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Starts out with Betty, and they break up at the first issue. You don't know why they broke up. It's a big, like, everyone's talking about it. They don't understand why.
Mhm.
And then it's kind of like a Ferris Bueller's Day Off take where he talks to the panel or he talks to the reader.
Like that.
And he's talking about, you know, him and Betty breaking up, and it's a big deal, and it's a mystery. He doesn't allude to why they broke up.
Mm-hmm.
He just says it's huge, you know, but he doesn't begrudge her, you know, but we haven't spoken in months, you know, we've been going out since we've been together since we were 5, you know, they grew up with each other, since they're next door neighbors. She's like a gearhead, so she works on his cars. He sucks at cars, but he's like artistic.
But he's good at
oral. He's good at play. Yes, he's great at oral.
So,
but he plays. You know, he's a
mutual.
musician. he's great with the guitar, and then at the end of that, Veronica shows up, and then it just kind of rolls into that. But then, like his best friend Jughead, you know, they give him more of a story instead of being like this bumbling fool that just eats everybody's food. He's now this like deep philosophical thinker, you know, and also, you know, doesn't like to be conventional. And, you know, so they've given him more of a story. You know, he was the richest kid in that area, in that city, but his parents made bad decisions, and now he's the poorest kid in the city. So there's all these things that like were never, you know, that's never something in a 30s or 40s comic. And now these real life issues are hitting these kids. Like, and then like for Veronica, she is now the richest kid. You know, she comes from the richest family, but she has all these insecurities about herself. So they show all these real like things that are what you would expect any teenager to go through, and now, you know, experiencing them through these iconic characters that have been around for
ages,
like decades. You know, so it's really cool, and it's done by a really good artist. One of my favorite artists, Fiona Staples. She draws Saga, which is like the number one book for Image. I love her artwork, and
that's cool.
I would tell you guys to definitely read it.
Based on how you describe that, I really do think you would like that web comic.
Yeah, something positive.
Something positive.
It's basically just about a group of friends who like are in their early 20s, just dealing with life, and it's been going on for like 10 years. And it's just happened in real time. So now they're in their 30s. Yeah. So it's just kind of just stuck with
like,
the same group.
Literally, yeah.
Characters have died, married, divorced, all that.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And it's just them going through life. Funny things happen. But yeah, literally, like, you read the comics 10 years ago. That's 10 years prior to the events that are happening now.
Wow. Dang. Where'd you find out about it?
I found out about it from him.
My dad reads it.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, that was
I think
big.
I think I read like up to year 10 and then kind of just fell out of
it. Is it online or?
Yeah, it's got its own website and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a big help for me because he introduced that to me like the week before I moved to California.
Oh, the week before you moved.
Yeah, and then I didn't have my stuff. Like, it took 2 weeks for my moving truck to get there after we got there.
2 weeks? Wow.
I'm not going to get into that. Anyway, yeah, I blew through about 8 years worth of those comics.
Just by reading?
Because I had nothing.
That sounds like a lot, but it's like every day there's like 4 panels.
Yeah,
so.
it's an online comic, so that's what they normally do. Wow, man, that sounds cool. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I mean, it definitely starts out more just dirty, but
the first comic is an abortion joke.
Yeah.
I like its style already.
We're at a good 48 minutes so far.
All right. Well, any comics you guys want to like? Say
I'm always
going to
suggest if you're into Coheed and Cambria.
Oh.
There's the Amori Wars. I highly suggest In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3. That is a really good series. Got General Mayo. Try.
End it there.
General Mayo.
We're done.
He's the bad guy. There's Coheed, Cambria, and Claudio, of course.
What about you, Alex?
He's got the powers of the crowing.
That I would recommend.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I recommend, but it's something I want to get back into. I got to get back into that fucking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic. I read like the first 2 issues. It's great.
Oh, is there more of that out?
It should be by now.
Oh, dude,
there's got to be at least the 3rd issue by now. But I'd recommend that if you haven't read it. If you like Power Rangers.
You go ahead and go to beforeandafter.thecomicseries.com.
Oh, look at you, self-pubbing. I like it.
It hasn't been updated in a while, but yeah, it was good for a bit.
Is that what?
Other than that, no, not really.
The only thing I will keep pushing it. I mean, it doesn't need to be pushed, but Saga, if people are tired of X-Men and Captain America and Avengers or Batman and Superman, and they want
A nice graphic
a
novel.
graphic novel that's epic storytelling and got humor, it's got science fiction, it's got fantasy, then Saga is the book for you. And then until next time, I think we'll, the next month of comic stories we'll be talking about is furthering along what's going on in Civil War 2, following along what DC's doing with Rebirth, kind of maybe going into what's going on with the X-Men universe and how it's not being taken care of, and some more independent comics.
Oh yeah, we haven't even dipped into the fucking X-Men this
dude.
podcast.
Can we
That's
just
a whole.
before we go? I know earlier we did a movie thing, but they're all comics and it's still technically comics.
Mm-hmm.
Can we talk about these last 3 X-Men movies just really quick? Have you seen the last one yet?
I
Apocalypse?
know all about it, so I'm
I
disappointed.
wasn't a fan.
We'll wait one more. You've got a month to watch Apocalypse.
All right. I mean, I know.
I'll
I
take,
know
I'll
what
take that on
happened
too.
in it.
I want to watch.
Alright, yeah.
I want to watch.
I've been disappointed to hear what has happened in that movie. So.
Yeah, dude.
I've heard Alex
Just
rant.
because like I started reading X-Men, I understand these stories now, and to me, the way that movie played out, it does make sense. Like
Yeah, because
they,
it's just
they like pushed
they
a
just
bunch of
pushed
stuff together, right?
pieces. Like,
yeah.
oh, I'll take that piece and fit it in here. Where it's just a Frankenstein story.
And also those fucking kids learning how to use their fucking powers again. Sorry.
How many times do they have to learn, right?
I'm so tired of it. Especially seeing Cyclops again learn how to use his power. We saw it in somewhat.
We get it. You take the glasses off. It sucks.
Yeah, and you look at where you need it to go, and I don't know.
So yes, we will talk about the X-Men in next month's podcast.
I'm pretty sure the only thing we'll talk about, or I will next time, I'll probably read the Archies. I'll get into
Nice,
that.
please. I
more
can't
than
wait. Then we can talk about
Yeah.
that shit.
Archie.
Well, with that, then we're signing off.
Yeah.
Bye, people.
Bye.
That should do it.
At DevWag.
At Kidwatt.
Pig bits.
At Dear Mr. Blackwell.
And then 1747 YouTube page.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like and
so-
subscribe.
Give us a
Subscribe
like.
below.
Subscribes, please. Give us the subscribes. Give us the feels.
Feels are good. All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys.
See you guys.
Bye bye.
Bye.